It's Thursday on my day in the life week, so to speak, so here's what I got up to today. Started back at this dormer conversion job, and this was just the final part of the first fix, chasing in the last couple of sockets that were actually in the existing brick walls and just putting in some last cables so they weren't forgotten. One of the final things to put on in this job was one of the specifications was there's an LED colour strip going all the way around the top of this room. So it was a case of getting the cables in. What I decided to do was run a cable to the two opposing corners of the room, so I could start two lengths from opposite corners, so it was only half the distance, and then I ran them back down to what's going to be a little hidden compartment, which is going behind a wardrobe, and that's where I can house the driver. Had a decent delivery today of some more of our nice worktop mats that we always get questions about. It's probably one of our most popular topics whenever we do videos. People are always asking about these mats. Got a little extra on this order this time, got myself a little monochrome badge for the back of the van, so if you see us out and about, make sure you have a look at that because it looks really smart. Was supposed to head off to another job from here, but it didn't materialise, so I thought I'd use the time wisely and sharpen up some of these chisel bits. Great little hack, as I bought this really cheap grinder a couple of years ago, and it's great for just taking the ends off a little bit, making them sharper. Saves a fair bit of money because these blunt really easily, and we do an awful lot of rewires and chasing and things, so it's just a really nice cost-effective method of doing that. Of course, wearing the trade shades while I go about that, you've got to look after your eyes. But of course they're not perfect, but they're certainly 10 times sharper than they were, and they're ready to go again. Something definitely worth bearing in mind if you go through a lot of these. Next, I've been being chased by a few people for quotes and things because we'd had a really busy week and I hadn't had a chance to do them. So I sat down and went through a couple of rewire spec quotes and an EV charger quote to make sure I could get those out using our quotation template as always, trusted for us. Then for a job tomorrow we needed some rectangular ducting bits for an extractor fan, so I ordered them up on Screwfix ready to collect and we can pick them up tomorrow morning. And then as per usual, from about 9 o'clock every night, I'll sit back in the office again and answer all the socials, all the questions that you guys ask, and then that's my day again. Follow along to see what we get up to on Friday.